as I can't do any hiking or backpacking, what I'm going to do is just some modifications. And the first one I'm going to do is on a Cloud Peak 2. So let me show you what I'm going to do, and then I'll show you what I've done. But for now, bye now. Okay, the first one, probably the easiest. I'm going to change these out. That's your pegging point there. Okay, it's restricted. See, you're on some rocky ground or just unlucky, there might be a pebble or something under there. You know, you're restricted to where you can put it. So what you should be doing on any type of tent really is giving you more reach on that. All you got to do is put a line lock kind of thing in there, which will show you when it's done, and then run some cord off so I can put the peg anywhere I want, over there, down here, further back, blah blah blah, whatever. Now we had these tents out in Tanhill, Cloud Peaks out in Tanhill a couple of weeks ago for the Great Tommy Sleep Out. No hiking, just camping, and you know, just on single poles. They hacked really strong winds and did it well. So the great tent. Okay, so what I intend to do, I'm going to double pole that. Okay, the last mod I'm going to do, or maybe not the last, but the next one, is this thing here. Yeah, the top cover, the hat, what are you going to call it? Obviously copied off the Hilleberg Solo or the Alec, and it does the job, but it flaps around like mad, and that just probably helps keep the pole stable as well. You know, so there's bonuses for keeping it, but I don't like it. So let me take it off, and I'll show you how I'm gonna, or what I'm gonna do. Okay, now you see the top cover covers these two vents. You've got one running down the side here. You've got another one about the same size on the actual peak at the top. All right, so obviously condensation comes out there. It doesn't go all the way to the ground. Some would call that a design fault. I think that's a good feature, because this is the door side. What that allows us to do is have a through draft. Yeah, which helps with the condensation, because I've never had condensation in this tent. I'm not saying it'll never happen, but you never know. Anyway, back to the top cover. I don't like it. There it is flapping around there. So what I'm going to do is copy some of the better tents, and I do have some nice tents, you know. I've got all kinds of makes, Scarp, Duplex. So this shows how much I highly rate this cheap tent. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy those and just have a vent cover that out. That's going to come over there somehow. Yep. The top one I'll probably cover up completely, because I honestly think for the condensation to evaporate through that and the through draft through the sides, you can see it there because it's slightly curved upwards, yep, is enough. That's what it looks like at the moment with the top cover on, etc. Let's go back now and I'll show you the modifications I've made. Now I can't go into detail because it'd just be like a 3-hour video, but where I can I'll just give you some tips, and if you need any more questions or any more advice, just ask below and I'll try and help you out best I can. Let's go and have a look at it. And that's the guiding points, like so. Now I've done them on the metal retainers there, and I've also done halfway down each one, and I added one halfway down the door flap. Okay, so I've had to completely change them. I've had to put some black tape in there, which is also sewn professionally. Well, I say professionally, I did it, but I do it not too bad, I don't think. Added some guy line, and now I can peg out to any configuration I want, so I'm not restricted to that short length there. I really recommend you doing this with any tent. You might not need to make such a fuss at this end, but certainly if you can incorporate a longer length, then do it. Yeah. Now you'll notice I've also got a loop on here. Yeah, this is useful for pulling it tight, like so, if I need to. But it's also great for double pegging, because these can notoriously slip. I've never had a problem, but I have read of people who this has slipped in the night and got loose. Now let me show you a way of stopping that. And what I do is use these not very good titanium spikes that come free with a lot of, I think, Terra Nova style tents, but for double pegging. Now, I don't always do this because I don't always need to, but if it's windy and it's condition setting up, I'll pull tight on that. In it goes. And I'm afraid that's as good as it gets. I don't want to be carrying hundreds of those Swiss Piranha type pegs that I love, but that's enough just to stop that slipping and add the extra strength to the double pegging. Little tip for you. Ta-da! Next modification that I spoke about. Remember we had a cover that went over the top? That's obsolete now, that's gone. And what I've done, the downwards one, the vent, there's a piece gone on there, sewn in, and then seam sealed inside and out with Silnet seam sealer. Yep. And I've got a spacer there that I manufactured or fabricated. Yeah, that holds that apart. Now, prior to doing this, there was a lot of space under there and a lot of vent. But seriously, all you're doing here is letting out condensation. Lots of tents use it, your QE, Terra Nova use similar designs. I'm pretty sure I've incorporated it well into here. But time will tell. Let's look at the other patch I did. So that's the other patch. Quite neat, I think. Not bad for a guy who makes up as he goes along. Yeah, but I know how to use a sewing machine. So very neat. That used to be mesh under there, remember, and then the cover would come across like that. But that's obsolete now. So I've got through vent going through there, the sides. Each side is slightly curved upwards. And I've got a condensation vent, that's to let condensation out at the top. Now I genuinely believe that's going to be enough. But time will tell. If it's I'm proven wrong, which I doubt very much, I'll add something here, like the other tents have. You know, some kind of a scoop, so I can unzip that and have a ventilation there. But I don't think I'm going to need it. But time will tell. Bye-bye now. So that's it. The Cloudpeak 2 seriously modified to a point that I like. Ask yourself, is it necessary? Probably not. But I can do it, I like to do it, so that's all that matters. And I think I've improved it. The double crossover poles, I'm going to revisit those at some stage. I don't think I need them for now. But it just goes to show, you know, I've done all this work, how high esteem I hold the Cloudpeak in. I think it's a great tent. For the money, pound for pound, take some beating, you know. So that's it. Like I said, got a poorly foot, so no hiking or backpacking for me. Not until I've sorted it, and I think that's going to be a long time. But I'll stay on fresh. I'll try and keep the videos going up, and I'll do modifications and reviews and anything I can that's related on the subject. Oh yeah, I think we'll start working on the navigation side of it as well. Do a series of help videos on that. Yep, well that's it. Hope you liked the video. Any questions, please subscribe and go out malarkey. But for now, bye-bye now.